Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's another episode of things to do at home when you're stuck in quarantine and can't go anywhere and aren't supposed to go anywhere. Anyway, we're here to do another fun kids activity. Well, I hope it's fun. We'll find out when I actually have my kids do this. We're going to be doing something kind of STEM-y, and it's going to be building things, building towers out of things we have on hand. We're going to be doing it with toothpicks and marshmallows. Now, this is the preferred way to do it because it's these little tiny mini marshmallows are already the perfect size for this. It's also your snack time is built into the project. Oh man. If your kids have worked with Tinker Toys before, this should make a lot of sense to them already. But essentially, you stick the marshmallow with the toothpicks, and if you build things up, you can build a pretty good, oh no, you can build a pretty good tower in not a lot of time at all. When I was a young person, I used to do my gifted program at the school I went to back in the day, and we did this competition called Odyssey of the Mind. And one of the things that you could do in Odyssey of the Mind was build a structure out of balsa wood. And you would take it to competition and you would see how much your structure, how much weight that could hold. And this is sort of similar to what that project was. Is you take something that doesn't seem like it would be very sturdy, and depending on let's make this slightly stronger by putting some triangles in there and all of that. Oh, see, I made a nice little structure. And so that's actually what we're going to be doing with my boys today. We're going to be building things out of marshmallows and toothpicks, and it's going to be a contest to see if they can make it to a certain height, and then we're going to put a plate on it, a paper plate, and put Hot Wheels on it to see whose structure can hold the most Hot Wheels. Because my boys like to make everything a competition. We've been doing things like that lately. We've been making bridges out of Legos. Oh man. I'm going to have to rethink how I do this because clearly the hypotenuse is going to be longer than these sides because, you know, geometry. I'll have to think about that. Maybe. Oh, this is a great opportunity to bring in my alternate materials talk. If you've watched any of these past videos, you know that this is all about doing things with the materials you have on hand. And you may not have toothpicks, and you may not have marshmallows. So what do you do if you don't have either one of these things? Well, you can use spaghetti to build these structures. So let's try that. Let's see if we can. This is the thin spaghetti. This is actually the nice spaghetti. I probably shouldn't be wasting the spaghetti on building structures because this is the name brand spaghetti, and I was a big spender. So let's see. We gotta get the hypotenuse here to be slightly longer than the toothpicks. I'm gonna break that right there, and then glorious. See? There we go. So maybe you could use a combination. Oh look, I'm already buckling under the pressure of. Oh man, I gotta get some cross braces in here. This is gonna drive me nuts. That little engine nerd in my heart is. I'm gonna have to spend some time off camera to really fix this thing up because it's gonna make me crazy. I don't know if you know this about me, but in another life, I was a very sciencey person, and it was, you know what, the other one is going that direction, so this one should go this direction. So it has a, let's see, if that one's going this direction, then this one should go this direction so it doesn't go wonka wonk to each other. That's slightly better. I could spend hours on this trying to make it better, so I'm gonna stop. So there's another option. You could use, instead of toothpicks, you can use the skinny spaghetti. But wait, what happens if you don't have mini marshmallows? What if you have some low quality bread? This is the squishy, non-nutritious hot dog buns. That should probably, might be on the cusp of molding. It's not moldy quite yet. But you can take this bread and go squish, squish, squish. Squish it down between your fingertips till you've just really squished the life out of it. This bread might be a little bit dry, so you can get your fingertip a little wet and kind of rehydrate it just a little bit. And what you're essentially doing at this point, it is making paste, really, for being honest about it. And what's going to be fun about the fun, I mean, this is air quotes fun. What will be fun about using things like the spaghetti and the bread is that as this bread dries, your structure will only get stronger. Because if you've ever encountered a super stale loaf of bread, that stuff gets hard. So if you build this bridge and then let it sit overnight and then try to put your Hot Wheels cars on it, it might hold a lot of Hot Wheels cars. Might be worth checking out. But wait, what if you feel bad about, wasting what is sort of perfectly good hot dog buns? Which I feel you. We're not wasting food kick in our house too, because I don't want to go to the grocery store. Play-doh. I got Play-doh. I've got that Play-doh that's been played with. That's a little mangled. That's a little gross. That kind of might have a little dog hair in it because it's been on the floor a little bit. What a great opportunity to use that questionable Play-doh. So now we're going to take a little dibbity dab of Play-doh. We're going to jam a noodle in it. And we're going to jab a toothpick in it because look, now all of a sudden this is a mixed media structure. Now I'm going to jab this into here. Oh man, we're building stuff now. All right, here is my bag of play pasta. This is fettuccine and assorted other nonsense that we've been building bridges with, that we've been doing all sorts of things with since we've started this quarantine business, this shelter where you are. So if you do feel bad about using pasta for these projects, just keep using the pasta over and over again. It's one of those things where as the pasta breaks into little pieces, you could use it for different purposes. Like the long pasta we use for building bridges, and as it breaks into smaller pieces, it's becoming, let's build some structures out of it where small pieces make more sense. And once it gets really, really small, then all of a sudden we're gluing it to paper and it's a grassy savanna for a drawing of a lion. I don't know. You can use this pot if you really are okay with wasting food for play. You can still get many uses out of it, so you don't feel quite so bad. All right, speaking of wasting food, there's a third option if you have neither Play-Doh, low nutrition bread, or marshmallows. You can make your own dough. I don't know if you've ever done this. This is just flour, which is weirdly hard to find at the grocery stores right now. But just take some flour. You don't need much. But we're not building giant structures here. We're not building the Taj Mahal. We're not building the, what's that called? The giant thing that's like it. The the giant building that's like in Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia or somewhere. You know what I'm talking about. That's like the tallest building in the world now. I think it begins with letter. I don't know. Whatever. So just take some flour. Take some water. Add not very much. Stir, 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 till it becomes a pretty stiff dough. And you're essentially at this point making pasta, an eggless pasta. Like if you read the ingredients on like not the fancy like high protein, high fiber pasta, but like on the regular pasta where it's like durum, it's just like the dry pasta that doesn't contain egg. It's just wheat. It's a wheat. And that's what flour is. All right, so at this point, I have just a plain stiff dough. There's no salt or anything in this because we're not looking to make this into a dough that doesn't get stiff, that doesn't get hard to knead, because we want all that stuff for the structure. So we want it to be kind of, we want to build up that gluten. If you have celiacs or are gluten-free, I don't know how to help you in this moment. I'm sorry. I should have researched this before I filmed the video, but I don't know what to say. All right. So now we have a little dough ball. So dough ball, hey dough ball. Nice to meet. Oh, look at my structure. It's having a hard time. I'm going to do this, friend. Let's do that. Let's help you. Oh, I can't handle this. I really need to help this structure. I can't handle you being structurally problematic. Oh, that helped. I gotta have a cross brace this way. I can't live this life. I gotta fix this. Oh my gosh. Who am I? What is happening here? Oh man. This is definitely a project that's also good for those older kids. Because again, you can really make yourself a crazy person doing this project. Oh my gosh. Who am I? What is happening in this world? Here we go. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's practically sturdy now. Check this out. What? It's holding my toothpicks. Anyway, that was an aside. I had to do it. I can't handle this. So now I got my squishy little dough ball made out of flour and water. Nothing special. Poke. And I'm going to connect it with my play-doh. And get rid of you, dough ball. Ooh, this little hot dog bun nonsense has gotten real hard already. I'm going to connect you into here. And get another one of these toothpicks. I'm going to connect you. Oh, look at this preciousness. Now, oh, look at that. So this is a fun thing to do. It's a great fine motor skills thing. Can be a great competitive thing for the older kids. It's a hilarious thing to get the dads involved if you got some of those like hardcore, hands-on, gotta get in there people. It's great if you have a personality like mine who also want to like beat the dads because you have a far superior competitive mind, which is not true, but I feel that in my soul. Anyway, fun activity. We're gonna do it today. The boys are super excited. When I told them that this was our activity today, they actually applauded at breakfast today, so I'm excited about it. I'm gonna let them go do it now, and I'll show you how it turns out. Thanks for watching.